Morning, ladies and gentlemen, in another video. And this video is going to be a little bit dedicated towards what kind of activities that you can do during your free time as an English learner or prospective English learner of English. Now, this is quite a common question that we come across every day by people who ask it, but they don't seem to have the steam or the power or motivation or willingness to communicate and then take it to the next step. Now, how do we ensure that we sustainably practice our English over the course of time of this quarantine time because of coronavirus? Now, there's so many activities that we can do, but first of all, you have to rediscover who you are, where you're coming from, what kind of activities that you like to do, what kind of person who you are. So it's quite interesting to understand that part before starting to navigate, explore, and then do the trick in order to learn the language. Now, what kind of tricks I'm talking about in here? Now, I'm probably kind of like going here and there in order to understand who your personality is and what kind of activities you like to do. First of all, the first important thing that you need to understand is what kind of person you are. Now, there are three types of people. Generally speaking, in psychology, there's the tactile people who like to learn by doing. There's the auditory people, those people who like to learn by listening. And there's also the visual people. Now, on this curve, there are a lot more within that kind of three domains that we're talking about here, because you might get a kind of mix between auditory, tactile, or kinesthetic, and the visual people. So all in all, if you discover who you are, where you're coming from, that is going to help you a lot. Now, if you like to learn by doing, you have to always focus on activities that will help you learn the language by doing, especially doing role plays or presenting in front of people. This is very common kind of practice for people who try to manifest who they are by doing a little bit of activities that is based on performance or performances in front of audience, like in theaters and everywhere. Like they like to talk because that is their inner skills. They have the knack for this kind of activities. The second kind of people is those people who like to listen to podcasts. They learn by listening. Now, there is no other way that they can improve their skills in language than focusing on listening. So they critically try to listen to podcasts, to news. They do that as a kind of habit on a daily routine. So if they are this kind of people, or if you are this kind of people, there are so many sources that are going to be geared to improve your listening in this perspective. And there's the third person, or the third kind of people. This is the visual category. Now, in this category, people like to learn by watching. So they watch other people do it, especially they watch YouTube channels and see how people are just doing that. But they're trying to mix listening, and they're mixing that with the following of steps that those people are doing in order to do the activities that they're doing. Now, everyone in the society has a mixed skills of the three of these categories. But in order to discover who you are, where you're coming from, you need to unravel, you need to rediscover who yourself are. So probably writing down, and I always emphasize that, you have to write down the kind of things that you do the best, and then based on that, you are going to build up where you want to be. Also, setting a plan or objective for the end of the month, the end of the week, the end of the day. Things that you plan to do and accomplish, even if you do not accomplish them. That is going to help you focus. That is going to reduce the amount of multitasking that your brain has when it comes to perform this kind of activities. And then by focusing, becoming laser focused on that particular perspective is going to help you accomplish it in the time line that you put for yourself. So these are few recommendations that I'll attach in the video. So in the video, there's going to be a post that has, or that contains few links that will help you empower your inner skills to develop yourself and take yourself from the first level to the second level in language. God help you. God protect you all in this quarantine, in this crisis, and let's get away all together safe and sound. ربي يحفظكم. بدنا باللغة وليد خالد.